Okay, it's Monday. I left the city and I'm about to go hiking. I want to make hiking a priority every week. Getting out of the city is kind of annoying, but I have a car. I have a van that used to belong to my dad. It's like an old van. I usually use it for work to drive to shoots outside of the city. Now that wedding season is over, I don't really have a reason to use it, and so it just sits. And my biggest fear is that rats will make a home out of my van. Recently I've seen like multiple videos that just popped up on my Instagram of rats making nests in car engines in the city and like having babies in the engines. Yeah, that's probably my biggest fear like in the whole world right now. I just felt movement behind me and thought that maybe that's a rat. Maybe they are in here. Maybe they have colonized my van. Apparently the way to dissuade that from happening is to use your car more often and to not let it sit, because I don't think rats really enjoy going for like a 2-hour ride in an engine. Yeah, but the main reason why I want to hike more often, if there's anything that I learned on the Camino, it's that activity in nature cures me. I could be in the worst mood possible and start walking in the woods. Within like 30 minutes to an hour, I will be euphoric. I will forget all of my problems. This happened multiple times on the Camino when I had a bad dream or had social anxiety or something happened and I just started my day out in such a bad mood, and then within like 30 minutes of walking by myself, I was like, life is beautiful, everything is magical. I love to be, you know, I don't normally feel that way. If this is something that I've experienced working for me, I gotta use it like medicine because I refuse to take medicine. Some people aren't aware of how amazing the hiking actually is around New York. Honestly, like half an hour outside of the city, there's some pretty good hiking trails. Right now, I'm about an hour and a half outside of the city, just north of Cold Spring. I love Cold Spring. It's the cutest town ever. And listen, I live in a neighborhood in New York that actually has a lot of really beautiful parks, so I feel very lucky that I could, you know, go walk in what feels like nature, or what I can like trick my mind into feeling like nature every day if I want to. But there's just something different about getting way outside of the city, away from cars and people and rats. It's a Monday afternoon and there are a lot more people here than I expected. Like this parking lot is like half full and more people keep coming. So ever since I got back from the Camino, I've been meaning to come do like a really long hike, but for whatever reason I was afraid of doing it by myself, which doesn't really make any sense because I went to Spain to hike across Spain by myself and that didn't freak me out. Something about the woods in America, just I've seen too many like serial killer documentaries. Do serial killers get people from the woods though? I feel like they get them other places. Anyways, the point is that when I first got back from the Camino, I wanted to hike really badly, but I didn't want to do it by myself. So I did come up once with a couple of girlfriends. When you have other people with you, you have to do what they feel as well. And I wanted to do like a 3-hour hike, but they only wanted to do like an hour-long one. And so I compromised, and then we got food, and then it rained, and then before you know it, the sun was going down, and so we ended up only hiking like 20 minutes. That's why this time I'm going by myself, because I want to do a long, hard hike by myself. Kind of reconnect to that state of mind that I experienced sometimes on the Camino when I was doing a long, hard hike by myself. Because that's special and kind of hard to recreate in my normal life at least. A couple of the trees up here are still red, which is shocking to me. I thought for sure everything would be dead. Most of the trees are bare, but there are trees next to me that are nice and red. Okay, here we go. This is so nice. Wow. I just realized that I've actually done this hike before. I thought this was new to me, but my friend Elena, shout out, see those carpentry, I love you guys. Elena brought me up here years ago when we both worked in the restaurant together in the East Village, and now I know because I recognize this view. I actually have really cool footage of us chilling here. I was thinking about the hike I did with her and how beautiful it was and wanting to find it again. But yeah, this hike is no joke. And you can tell, I mean, I was at water level. Pretty freaking high up. An incredible view. Cute Cold Spring down there, such a cute town. Wow. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. I'll probably see you 5 times.
Yeah. This is kind of funny. Except this is a white arrow. It's so peaceful out here. This is so much fun. I'm being reminded a lot of playing in the woods as a kid. I mean, I played in the woods a lot in Florida when I was a kid, but this specifically reminds me of living in North Carolina. I only lived in North Carolina as a kid for like 8 months or something like that. But the memories that I had there with those friends, specifically this time of year, like the beginning of winter, such vivid, happy memories. Life was just a lot simpler back then. Personally, my little brain, all I had to worry about was catching the bus and playing with my Spice Girl Barbie dolls. That's pretty much it. I had a moment back there where I felt that kind of like freedom and peace. Wow. I did it. So I just hiked for 3 hours. I feel very proud of myself. It was actually quite hard. Even though it is like less than half the time in miles of like a Camino day. I'm just already out of shape from not being very active the past couple months, 2 months that I've been home. And I did a very intense leg workout yesterday. So my legs and my butt are so sore already. Going uphill was very hard, but going downhill was a lot of fun. It was very meditative. I had to like really focus on my steps and make sure I didn't slip on any leaves. I counted, I saw 13 people on a Monday afternoon. So I can't imagine what it's like out here on a Saturday. I really enjoyed being out in the middle of the woods with no one around for stretches of time. I don't think that would happen on a Saturday. I feel rejuvenated and exhausted. I'm gonna drive back to New York City. Okay.